Hello students and good morning. So now I am doing class for class 12. The topic is the new topic, that is integration of some special form of functions. So now in this particular chapter we don't have any special formula as in the previous chapter of integration. Okay, so in this case you should have the knowledge of the previous chapter and also you should know the formula from trigonometry. So with the help of the previous chapters and with the help of formula from trigonometry, you can easily do this integration of some special form of functions. So in this case also you should have the knowledge of trigonometry. Okay, so let's do this exercise 8, 2 mark section, page number 396 from the book Higher Mathematics for class 12 by S.N. Dey. So let's start this integration. So let us integrate. So question number 1 here is integration of a trigonometric function is there. That is integration of cos to the power 5x dx. Okay. So in this case, when you have trigonometric function like sine to the power something or cos to the power something, so if that power is odd or even, there is a method for doing integration of this trigonometric function. Okay, now in this case the power of cos x is 5, that is the odd power. Okay, suppose if you have integration of cos to the power nx dx, or it may be integration of sine to the power nx dx. Okay, so if n is odd, suppose here n is odd, so you have to break this power as, that is integration of cos n minus 1x into cos x dx. Okay, so if you have cos to the power nx dx and if the power n is odd, then we can break the power as integration of cos to the power n minus 1x into cos x dx. Then you have to convert this cos x in terms of sin x. Okay, so now in this integration also you should have the knowledge of differentiation also. That is this cos to the power n minus 1 into x should be converted into sin x, and you can assume sin x as z because the differentiation of sin x is what? It is cos x. Is that clear? So if the power n is even, then what is the method in this case? If the power n is even, then what is the method? You have to convert into multiple angles form. If the power n is even, then you have to convert this cos to the power nx in terms of multiple angles. In terms of multiple angles, like 2 cos square theta, or it may be 2 sin square theta. Okay, is that clear now? So now let's do this question number 1. So this is integration of cos to the power 5x dx. So let us write first I is equal to integration of cos to the power 5x dx. So you can separate the term as integration of, this is cos to the power 4x into cos x dx. Okay, now in this case you should do the method of substitution. Okay, so first of all you know that the differentiation of sin x is cos x, isn't it? There is cos x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. So you can easily change this cos to the power 4x in terms of sin x, isn't it? So how can you change it? Or I is equal to integration of, you should write it as sin square x whole square into cos x dx, because sorry, this one is cos square x, not sin square x. This one is what? This is cos square x, because there is cos x is there, isn't it? So this is your cos square x. Is that clear? So this is cos square x whole square. Then you can change this cos square x in terms of sin x, and you know the formula. Sin square x plus cos square x is 1 is equal to 1. So what is the value for cos square x? It is 1 minus sin square x. So or I is equal to integration of within bracket 1 minus sine square x whole square into cos x dx. So I think you have understood it. Okay. Now you should do here the method of substitution, because you know the relation between sin x and cos x. So since this is the only cos x out here, and you know that the differentiation of sin x is cos x, so let us assume sin x as z. So let us write here. So let us write now, let z is equal to sin x. Let z is equal to sin x. Okay. So let us differentiate both the sides with respect to x, because in this case we are doing the method of substitution. So we have assumed sin x as z. So let us differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So differentiating both the sides with respect to x. Okay. So therefore this is dz by dx is equal to, what is the differentiation of sin x? It is cos x. You can do cross multiplication. What is dz is equal to? Now this is cos x dx. So I think I've understood it. Okay. So let us put it in I. Therefore I is equal to integration of, within bracket, this is 1 minus z square whole square. And what's about cos x dx? It is dz. What's about cos x dx? It is dz. Okay. Or I is equal to integration of, this is your a minus b whole square. A square. What is a square? Is 1 minus twice ab, 2z square plus z square whole square is z to the power 4, bracket closed. Then you can write dz. Is that clear? So you can copy it. Now we will separate the term in this case. So now we will separate the term in this case. You can separate each and every term in this case. That is, you can separate integral sign and dz also. So let us separate the term. I is equal to integration of, this is 1 into dz, that is dz, minus 2 is constant taken outside, integration of z square dz, plus then integration of, this is z to the power 4 dz. Okay. So now we can easily integrate them, because you know the formula, isn't it? Or what is I is equal, what is integral sin dz, that is z, minus 2 into, this is z square is z cube by 3, its integration is z cube by 3, plus what is integration of z to the power 4? It is z to the power 5 divided by 5. So we have finished integration. So in the answer you have to write plus c as a constant of integration. But you cannot leave the answer in terms of z. So you have to put the value for z in this case. So what is the value for z here? It is sin x. So or I is equal to, what is z? This is sin x minus 2/3. What is z cube? It is sin x whole cube, that is sin cube x. This is your sin cube x plus 1 upon 5. What is z to the power 5? It is sin to the power 5x. This is sin to the power 5x plus c. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood it. So you can copy it. So similarly you can do this problem at home. So this is not from the book. The question is, this is your homework. That is, instead of cos, you may have integration of sin to the power 5x dx. So similarly you can do this problem. So this is your homework. So you can break the term as integration of sin to the power 4x into sin x. And you know that differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Minus sin, you can manipulate it, right? And this sin to the power 4x, you can write it as in terms of sin square x whole square, then convert into cos, and then you can assume cos x as z. So that is your homework. So copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 3. Let's do this question number 3, that is integration of cos to the power 4x dx. So this question number 2, and this is not from the book, I have given it yourself. I have given it myself only. So this is question number 2, integral sine cube x dx, and this is integral sine cos cube x dx. Okay, so this question is given by me, so you can do it. It is just like your sine cube x, that is integration of sine cube x dx and integration of cos cube x dx. You can use the same method for this. Since this is the odd power, you can break this term. Sine cube x can be separated as sine square x into sine x, then sine square x change into cos square x, then assume cos x as z. Here also cos cube x is cos square x into cos x, then convert cos square x into sine x, and then you can assume sine x as z. Okay, so these two are your homework. Okay, so do it yourself, these two problem, right? So this question number 3, that is integration of this is integration of cos to the power 4x dx. So how can you do it? Since this is the even power, I already told you about the method for integration of cos to the power cos to the even power, isn't it? So if it is even power, then you should convert it to multiple angles form. You know multiple angles. You know this formula, 2 cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x, and 2 sine square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x. You know these two formula, isn't it? If there is cos square x or sine square x, you should multiply divided by 2, so that you can use the formula of 2 cos square x, which is equal to 1 plus cos 2x, and 2 sine square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x. But in this case, we have cos to the power 4x dx. 4 is also an even integer or even number, isn't it? So in this case, in order to convert into 2 cos square x form, you should multiply and divide it by 4 first. Okay, so that you can easily put the formula, or you can use the formula of 2 cos square x, right? So let us write here I is equal to, this is 1/4, since 4 is given out here, integration of this is 4 cos to the power 4x dx. Okay, or I is equal to 1/4 integration of this is your, you can write it as 2 cos square x whole square dx, right? Or I is equal to 1/4, this is integration of within bracket. What is the formula for 2 cos square x? It is 1 plus cos 2x. This is 1 plus cos 2x whole square dx. Is that clear? So now what will you do in the next step? You can use the formula of a plus b whole square, isn't it? Or let us use the formula I is equal to 1/4 integration of within bracket, what is a whole square? 1 plus what is twice ab? 2 cos 2x plus what is b whole square? It is cos square 2x bracket closed dx. So I think you have understood it. Okay, now let us separate the term, or I is equal to, let us multiply and separate the term. So what is the first term? 1/4. This is 1/4 integral of dx, right? Plus this is 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. You can cancel it. This is half integration of cos 2x dx, cos 2x dx, plus what is the last term? 1/4 integration of 1/4 integration of cos square 2x dx. 1/4 integration of cos square 2x dx. Is that clear? So now you can easily integrate the first two terms. That is I is equal to 1/4 into x plus half into, what is integration of cos 2x? You know that. This is sine 2x divided by 2 plus. Now since this is cos square 2x, you cannot directly integrate it. First of all, you have to simplify it. So I already told you that whenever you have cos square or sine square, you should convert it into multiple angles form. That is, you should have the form of 2 cos square x or 2 sine square x. So since this is cos square 2x form, you should multiply and divide by 2. Okay, so this is 1/8 integration of this is 2 cos square 2x dx. So if you write 2 here, you can easily write down the formula, right? So or I is equal to, this is 1/4 x plus 1/4 sine 2x plus 1/8 integration of, within bracket, 1 plus cos. If it is 2 cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x, that is double of x is 2x. But here it is 2x. What is the double of 2x? This is 4x, bracket closed, dx. So I think you have understood it. So let us separate the term in this case. Or I is equal to, this is 1/4 x, this is 1/4 sine 2x plus 1/8 integration of dx plus 1/8 integration of, this is your cos 4x dx. Okay, so now you can easily integrate them. Or I is equal to, this is 1/4 x plus 1/4 sine 2x plus 1/8 into x plus 1/8 into, what is integration of cos 4x? That is your sine 4x divided by 4. Since we have finished integration, you have to write plus c as a constant of integration. Or I is equal to, now you can simplify the similar terms, that is 1/4 x plus 1/8 x can be simplified because they are similar terms. What's the LCM? 4 and 8 LCM is 8. So in the numerator we have 2x plus x, that is 3x by 8. So if you add these two, you will get 3x by 8, isn't it? Then next term is 1/4 sine 2x plus 1/32 sine 4x plus c. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood it. Okay, the similarly you can do this problem, that is, instead of integration of cos to the power 4x dx, you may have integration of sine to the power 4x dx. So this is also your homework. Okay, so I think you have understood it, so you can copy it, and these three are your homework. That is, one is number 2 from the book, integration of sine cube x dx, but this is not from the book. That is, I have given you this problem, so integration of cos cube x dx, and this is also, I have given you this problem by myself only. I have given you this integration of sine to the power 4x dx, so you can do it at home. Okay, so you can copy it. Now let's do the next question now. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 4, that is integration of sine square x cos square x dx. So how can you do this integration? Okay, so let us first write I is equal to integration of sine square x into cos square x dx. Now in this case, both the trigonometric functions are there, that is sine x as well as cos x. And both the powers of sine x and cos x are even out here. If the powers of both sine x and cos x are even, then you should convert into multiple angles form. Okay, so both the powers are same, that is 2, 2, and these are also even powers. So if both the powers are even powers, you have to convert into multiple angles form. You know that, you know this formula, isn't it? That is 2 sine x cos x is equal to, this is your sine 2x. You know this formula, isn't it? So but now in this case we have sine square x cos square x. But if there is sine x cos x, you could have multiplied and divided by 2. Okay, but since this is sine square x cos square x is there, you should multiply in and divide it by 4, so that we can convert it into the form of 2 sine x cos x, right? So therefore I is equal, let us multiply and divide by 4. 1/4 integration of, this is 4 sine square x into cos square x dx. Understood? So now you can write it within whole square. So within whole square it will be I is equal to 1/4 integration of, within bracket, this is 2 sine x cos x whole square dx, or I is equal to 1/4 integration of, within bracket, this is sine 2x whole square dx, or I is equal to 1/4 integration of, so this is your sine square 2x dx. So that is I is equal to 1/4 integration of sine square 2x dx. So I already told you the method that whenever you have integration of sine square x or cos square x, you should multiply and divide by 2 so that you can convert it into multiple angles form. Okay, so therefore I is equal to, this is 1/8 integration of 2 sine square 2x. This is 2 sine square 2x dx. Understood? So, or what is the formula for this one? So I is equal to 1/8 integration of, you know the formula for 2 sine square x, isn't it? Which is equal to, this is 1 minus cos x. If there is 2 sine square x, you should write 1 minus cos 2x. So double of this x is 2x. So what is the formula for 2 sine square x? 2 sine square 2x, it is 1 minus cos, double of 2x is 4x. Then what do we write? Dx. Okay, so now you can separate and then you can easily integrate them. I is equal to 1/8 integration of dx minus 1/8. This is your integration of what? This is your integration of cos 4x dx, right? So, or I is equal to 1/8 into, what is integral sine dx? That is your x, minus 1/8 into, what is integration of cos 4x? That is your sine 4x divided by 4 plus c. Or I is equal to, this is x upon 8 minus sine 4x divided by 8 4s are 32. Then we write plus c. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood it. So you should know the method here. If both the powers of sin x and cos x are even, then you should convert into multiple angles form. Okay. So now you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 5. The question is integration of sine to the power 5 x by 2 dx. So let us first write down I is equal to. So this is I is equal to integration of sine to the power 5 x by 2 dx. So I already told you the method of this integration, because in this case the power of sine is 5. So whenever you have odd power, because 5 is odd power, isn't it? You can break this odd power as, integration of, this is your sine to the power 4 x by 2 into sine of x by 2 dx. Now differentiation of which function is sine x by 2? That is, differentiation of cos x by 2 will be minus sine x by 2 into half. We are getting sine x by 2, isn't it? So that's why you have to convert this sine to the power 4 x by 2 in terms of cos. Is that clear? So, or let us convert this sine to the power 4 x by 2 in terms of cos. So it can be written as, first, sine square x by 2 whole square into sine x by 2 dx. Then only you can convert this sine square x by 2 in terms of cos x by 2, right? So, or I is equal to integration of, what is the formula for Sine square x by 2 in terms of cos. This is 1 minus, this is cos square x by 2 whole square into, this is sine x by 2 dx. Understood? So now let us assume z is equal to cos x by 2, because this differentiation is minus sine x by 2 into half, right? So let us assume, let z is equal to, this is cos x by 2, right? So let us differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So differentiating both the sides with respect to x. So what is dz by dx now? So dz by dx is equal to, it is cos x form. What is the differentiation of cos x? Minus sin x, but here it is x by 2 into, again you have to differentiate the term which is assumed as x, that is x by 2 was assumed as x. So what is this differentiation into, what is the differentiation of x by 2 with respect to x? It is half, right? So into half, right? Or let us cross multiply by 2 here. 2 dz is equal to minus sine x by 2 dx, and here we have got only sine x by 2. Let us take this minus sign to the left hand side. So it is minus 2 dz is equal to, this is your sine x by 2 then dx. Is that clear? So what is I now? So I is equal to integration of, within bracket, 1 minus z square, 1 minus z square whole square, 1 minus z square whole square. What is sine x by 2? Dx into what? 2 dz. Okay, here sine x by 2 dx is minus 2 dz, right? So minus 2 is constant in this case. So what will you do in the next step? Here minus 2 is constant, you can write it before integration sign, or I is equal to minus 2 integration of, within bracket, you can expand it. This is a minus b whole square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b whole square. What is a whole square? 1 minus twice ab is 2z square plus b square is z to the power 4 bracket close dz. Okay, so or I is equal to, now let us separate the term, let us multiply them. Minus 2 integration of dz, minus into minus plus, 2 to the 4 integration of z square dz, right? Minus into minus plus, minus into plus, minus 2 integration of, this is z to the power 4 dz. So I think you have understood it. Okay, or I is equal to, this is minus 2z plus 4 into, what is integration of z square? This is z cube by 3 minus 2 into, what is integration of z to the power 4? Z to the power 5 divided by 5 plus c. Now let us put the value for z. Or I is equal to minus 2 into, what is z? Actually z is cos x by 2. 2 cos x by 2 plus 4 by 3 into, what is z cube? Cos cube x by 2. This is cos cube x by 2 minus 2 by 5 into, what is z to the power 5? Cos to the power 5 x by 2. Cos to the power 5 x by 2. Then what do we write? Plus c. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood it. So you can do it at home. So instead of sine you may have cos. So I have given it myself only, this question. Okay, you can do it at home. That is integration of, instead of sine there may be cos. So this is cos to the power 5 x by 2 then dx. So this is your homework, right? So you can do it at home. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 6. The question is integration of sine square x cos to the power 5x dx. So in this case also both the trigonometric function sine x and cos x are there, but the power of sin x is even and the power of cos x is odd. If one power is even and the other power is odd, then what is the method for integrating it? So first of all, you have to simplify it. So whenever you have one power is even and the other power is odd, always you have to break the odd power, not the even power. Is that clear? So if one power is odd and the other power is even, then always break the odd power. Okay? Now in this case, sin x, power of sin x is even, but the power of cos x is odd. So you have to break this odd power. Okay? And similarly, you can do this question number 7 and question number 8. So these two are your homework. Okay? Now in this case, both the powers are odd. So if both the powers are odd, then you can break any one of these two odd powers. You have to break only one odd power. Either you can break the sin cube x, or you may break cos cube x. So you may break either sin cube x as sin square x into sin x, or cos cube x as cos square x into cos x. So if you keep sin cube x as it is, and if you break cos cube x as cos square x into cos x, then you know that the differentiation of sin x is cos x. So you have to convert this cos square x in terms of sin x by writing 1 minus sin square x. Then we can assume z is equal to sin x. Is that clear? Similarly, in question number 8 also, the power of cos x is even, but the power of sin x is odd. So you have to break this odd power as sin square x into sin x, then convert sin square x into cos x by writing 1 minus cos square x. Then you can assume z is equal to cos x. Is that clear? So these two, number 7 and number 8, are your homework. Okay? So these are similar to question number 6. So let's do this question number 6 now. So let us first write I is equal to integration of, this is sin square x into cos to the power 5x dx. Okay? So I already told you the method. If one power is even and the other power is odd, always break the odd power as, that is I is equal to integration of, this is your sin square x into cos to the power 4x into cos x dx. Is that clear now? Or I is equal to integration of sin square x, keep it as it is. Now convert this cos x in terms of sin x. So how can you convert it? Let us write here cos square x whole square into cos x dx, right? Or I is equal to integration of, this is your sin x. Now you can convert this cos square x in terms of sin x. What is the formula? This is 1 minus sin square x whole square into, this is your cos x dx. So I think you have understood it. Okay? Now, since there is sin square x into 1 minus sin square x whole square and cos x, only cos x is there. And you know that the differentiation of sin x is always cos x. So you can assume sin x as z. So let z is equal to sin x. Now let us differentiate it. Differentiating both the sides with respect to x. So what do we get? That is dz by dx is equal to, this is cos x. Or what is dz now? dz is equal to, this is your cos x dx. You can cross multiply it. Okay? So now let us put it in I. So what does this I become now? Therefore, I is equal to integration of, what is sin square x? Z square. And within bracket, what do we have? 1 minus z square whole square. 1 minus z square whole square. Right? 1 minus z square whole square. And what's about this cos x dx? It is dz. It is dz. Right? So next, or I is equal to integration of z square. You can expand the term 1 minus z square whole square. This is your a minus b whole square. So what is the formula? That is a square minus twice ab plus what is b whole square? Z to the power 4 bracket close dz. So now you can multiply them and you can separate them, or I is equal to integration of within bracket. Let us multiply them. Z square into 1. Z square minus 2z to the power 4 plus z to the power 6 bracket close. Then what do we write? Dz. Understood? So now you can separate integral sign and dz also. So or I is equal to, this is integration of z square dz. Then next minus 2 integration of z to the power 4 dz plus then integration of, this is your z to the power 6 dz, right? So or I is equal to, what is integration of z square? This is z cube by 3 minus 2 into, it is just like your integration of x to the power n dx, that is x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So it is minus 2 into z to the power 4 is z to the power 5 by 5 plus z to the power 6 z to the power 7 divided by 7. Then what do we write? Plus c. Is that clear? So now we can put the value for z. What is the value for z here? It is sin x. So or I is equal to, this is, what is z cube? Sin cube x by 3 minus 2 by 5. What is z to the power 5 here? It is sin to the power 5x plus, this is 1 upon 7. What is z to the power 7? Sin to the power 7x plus c. So this is the final answer. So I hope you have understood it. So you can copy it, and these two are your homework, that is question number 7 and question number 8. You can do similarly. Okay, so you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 9. That is, the question is integration of sin to the power 4x into cos square x dx. Now in this case also both the functions are there, that is sin x and cos x are there, and both the powers are even. One is sin to the power 4x and the other one is cos square x. So here also both the powers are even. So you should convert into multiple angles form. Okay, so let us write it as I is equal to integration of sin to the power 4x into cos square x dx. So you should convert into multiple angles form. Multiple angles form means it may be 2 sin x cos x, which is equal to sin 2x. It may be 2 cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x. It may be 2 sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x. You know this formula, isn't it? That is, you can convert into the form of 2 sin x cos x. You know this formula, which is equal to sin 2x, right? And the other one may be 2 cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x, and it may be 2 sin square x is equal to, this is your 1 minus cos 2x. So you should know all this formula, right? So let us break this sin to the power 4x as I is equal to integration of sin square x into sin square x, isn't it? Sin to the power 4x can be separated as sin square x into sin square x. Then we have here cos square x dx. Cos square x dx. Okay. Now in this case, there is sin square x and it is here sin square x cos square x. You should convert it into the form of 2 sin x cos x. It may be 2 cos square x, it may be 2 sin square x. Okay. Since there is sin square x here, you should multiply and divide by 2. Since there is sin square x into cos square x. But if there is only sin x cos x, we could have multiplied and divided by 2. But since there is sin square x cos square x, so in order to convert it into the form of 2 sin x cos x, you should multiply and divide it by 4. In the first term, there is sin square x. In order to convert into multiple angles form, you should multiply and divide by 2. But for this sin square x cos square x, you should multiply and divide by 4. So this is 4 twos are what? 8, right? So you should write here I is equal to 1 upon 8 integration of, this is 2 sine square x within bracket. Again within bracket we have 4 sine square x into cos square x bracket closed dx. So I think you have understood it. Okay. So or I is equal to, this is 1 by 8 integration of, what is 2 sine square x? It is 1 minus cos 2x. Okay. But here you should convert it into the form of 2 sine x cos x. Then you should write here whole square. Then what do we write? Dx, right? Or I is equal to 1 upon 8 integration of, within bracket, this is 1 minus cos 2x. But here it is, what is 2 sine x cos x? It is sine 2x whole square. Then what do we write? Dx, right? So now what will you do in the next step? Let us simplify sine 2x whole square. This is your sine square 2x, right? So or I is equal to, this is 1 by 8 integration of, this is 1 minus cos 2x, and this is your sine square 2x dx. So I hope you have understood it. Okay. Now this is sine square 2x. I already told you that whenever you have cos square or sine square 2x, you should multiply and divide by 2 again, so that you can use the formula of 2 cos square x or 2 sine square x. Okay. So again you should multiply and divide by 2. So what do we get now? Therefore I is equal to, this is 1 by 16, isn't it? This 8 is multiplied by 2. 1 by 16 integration of, within bracket, this is your 1 minus cos 2x. This is 1 minus cos 2x. And this is multiplied by 2 here. That is 2 sine square 2x bracket close dx. Right? Now use the formula of 2 sine square 2x. So other terms, keep it as it is. 1 by 16 integration of 1 minus cos 2x. What is 2 sine square 2x? Since 2 sine square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x, what is 2 sine square 2x? Here 2x. It is 1 minus cos, what is double of 2x? It is 4x bracket close. Then what do we write? Dx, right? So let us multiply these two factors now. Or I is equal to 1 by 16 integration of, within bracket, multiply by 1 here, 1 minus cos 4x, 1 into 1, 1. 1 into minus cos 4x minus cos 4x minus cos 2x into 1 is minus cos 2x. Then minus into minus plus, multiply cos 4x by cos 2x. What do we get? It is cos 4x into cos 2x dx. Understood? So now your bracket is closed. Now let us separate the term. Or I is equal to, this is 1 by 16 integration of dx. Okay. Minus 1 by 16 integration of, this is cos 4x dx. Minus 1 by 16 integration of, this is cos 2x dx. Plus, what is the last one? That is 1 by 16. This is integration of cos 4x cos 2x dx. Understood? We have separated the term here. So you can easily integrate the first 3 terms by using the formula. Or I is equal to, this is 1 by 16 into x minus 1 by 16 into, what is integration of cos 4x? This is sine 4x upon 4 minus 1 by 16 into, what is integration of cos 2x? This is your sine 2x divided by 2. And what will you do with the last term? This is the product of 2 different functions, that is cos 4x cos 2x. So in this case you can use the formula from transformation of products and sums in trigonometry. So greater angle is taken as A and the smaller angle is taken as B. So this is cos A cos B form. So you know the formula of 2 cos A cos B, isn't it? You know this formula. That is 2 cos A cos B is equal to, what is the formula? Cos of A plus B plus cos of, this is A minus B. Right? So here A is 4x and B is 2x. So here 2 is missing there. So you should multiply and divide by 2. So plus it is 1 by 32 integration of, this is 2 cos 4x into cos 2x dx. So in this case you have to use the formula from transformation of products and sums in trigonometry, right? So or I is equal to, this is x by 16 minus sine 4x by 16, 4s are 64, isn't it? Then minus sine 2x by 32, sine 2x by 16, 2s are 32, plus 1 by 32 integration of, now within bracket, let us write down the formula here. So greater angle 4x is taken as A and the smaller angle 2x is taken as B. So this is 2 cos A cos B. What is the formula? Cos of A plus B. So here you should write cos of, what is A plus B? 4x plus 2x, 6x plus sign, what is cos of A minus B? Cos of A minus B is 4x minus 2x, that is 2x bracket closed dx. So I think you have understood it. So now let us separate the term and then you can easily integrate them. Or I is equal to x by 16 minus sine 4x by 64, right? Minus sine 2x by 32 plus 1 by 32 integration of cos 6x dx plus 1 by 32 integration of cos 2x dx. Now I hope you have understood it. So now we can easily integrate these two terms, isn't it? So let us integrate them. Or I is equal to x upon 16 minus sine 4x by 64 minus sine 2x by 32, right? Plus 1 by 32 into, what is the integration of cos 6x? It is sine 6x divided by 6 plus 1 by 32 into, this is sine 2x divided by 2. Since we have finished integration, you have to write plus c in the answer, that is c is a constant of integration. Okay? So now let us simplify it further. So let us simplify it further now. Or I is equal to x by 16, or I is equal to, this is x by 16, and then minus sine 4x by 64, minus sine 4x by 64, what is the third term? Minus sine 2x by 32, right? Then plus sine 6x by, now let us multiply 32 by 6, 6 2s are 2, 1, 6 3s are 18 plus 1, 19, right? Plus sine 2x divided by 13 2s are 64 plus c. So I think you have understood it. So let us write down these three terms. First, and these two are similar terms, right? You can simplify it. Or I is equal to, this is x by 16, right? Then minus sine 4x by 64. Okay, then let us write plus sine 6x divided by 192. Okay, now these two terms are similar terms. It is sine 2x, that is also sine 2x. Minus, what's the LCM here? It is 64. 32 and 64, what's the LCM? 64. Now 64 is divided by 32, you will get 2, and 2 into sine 2x is 2 sine 2x, right? And minus into plus is minus. Now this 64 is divided by 64. That is 1. 1 into sine 2x. That is your sine 2x. Then what do we write? Plus c. Okay. So or I is equal to, this is x by 16 minus sine 4x by 64 plus then what do we write? Sine 6x by what? Sine 6x by 192. Then minus, what's about 2 sine 2x minus sine 2x? This is your sine 2x divided by 64, then plus c. So this is the final answer for this question number 9. So I think you have understood it, so you can copy it. So today also we did some problems from this chapter, integration of some special form of functions. I think you have understood it, so you revise all the problems that we did today, and also you do the homework that is given. Okay, so this much is for today, and in the next online class we will do from question number 10. So you can copy it. So this much is for today.